Apparently, we have sabotage in the FBI and the Justice Department. Meanwhile, Prince Andrew, the former prince, may be turning state's evidence on Donald Trump. And the Epstein recess continues, as well as the government shutdown, as SNAP funding has been a hot topic of discussion. And the president who is going to end all wars is doing nothing but start them. Let's start with sabotage. So Pam Bondi and Kash Patel, the FBI director and the Justice Department director, are complaining that they're being sabotaged from within. And the FBI, Kash Patel, is starting to order firings. Well, maybe you should not put utterly unqualified hacks in charge of departments that are extremely important and full of very qualified, very experienced people. They may resent that and they may leak. Gee, this is something that seems to have happened before in this country fairly recently. When was that? Prince Andrew, remember him? Definitely on the Epstein list, in the Epstein files. He's been stripped of his princedom and booted from the prince's house in England. He's losing all of his privileges and titles. But unlike here, where we say thoughts and prayers and it means nothing, in England, the king, King Charles, has expressed that his thoughts and actions will be with this. And the BBC, the British news, is reporting that they believe Prince Andrew is going to make a statement. It may be written, or he may even come testify to Congress about Trump's involvement in the Epstein affairs. And wouldn't that be interesting? And finally put this to rest, which would be nice. Speaking of Epstein, this is the Epstein recess, not the Schumer shutdown. And it seems that Americans understand this. The only reason we are still in a shutdown, the primary reason, is because if the House reconvenes, they have to swear in Adelita Grijalva from Arizona's 7th District. She is the 218th vote on the discharge petition to demand the release of the Epstein files. Now, all that does is send it to the Senate, but the Senate doesn't want to have to go on the record for covering up for pedophilia. So MAGA Mike Johnson is simply not convening the House, and he's doing lots of press blaming Democrats for the government shutdown, even though Republicans control the House, the Senate, the White House, and the Supreme Court. And by the way, the lie they're telling about the votes needed in the Senate, Republicans can also change the rules back and eliminate the filibuster. The Mad Red Hatter has even ordered them to do that. Democrats really, I like what they're doing. They're making a strong statement in defense of Americans' public health care. But ultimately, the shutdown rests entirely on the party in power. The president himself has said that in the past. And of course, we've had more shutdowns under his 2 terms than any other single president. And finally, war. Remember how the Mad Red Hatter was going to end all the wars? But instead, we have started wars. So we're, I guess, at war. We've sent the largest military aircraft carrier that we have to Venezuela. He's talking about sending troops into Mexico under the war on drugs. Guys, good luck with that. Like a war on terrorism. Doesn't go so well. He's sent troops into the United States itself. We're invading ourselves. And now he's also talking about sending troops into Nigeria. So we're going to be at war with Venezuela, Mexico, Nigeria, ourselves. What was that about ending wars? What interesting times we live in. Hey, it's election week. It's time to go out and vote. Votes matter. Vote on every single thing on your ballot. Understand the issues, understand the candidates, because our democracy, quite literally, is at stake. My name is Bill. I'm a college professor in Dallas, Texas. Thanks. Apparently.